Shadle didn't have a team for like 20 years.
But by passing this bill, we're not going to be solving any of those issues. We're going to be creating more issues for ourselves.
I remember it vividly. I was in the gym and I heard the announcement saying that like a debate team was starting. I've always been one to like enjoy public speaking, and it was my freshman year, so I figured that it was something that I could get myself into, and I obviously really enjoyed it.
I wanted to be a part of something that was like new and starting to, just because I thought it'd be a good way to get involved with stuff, especially after my freshman year was very much COVID times, so I didn't get to interact with a lot of people my freshman year.
Okay, and how effective is homeschooling?
I think a majority of it is like the support of the people around me. I feel like our speech and debate team has really become like a second family to me, so having their encouragement has really helped me foster my speaking skills, especially when it comes to people like I'm not too familiar with.
In debate, you learn how to have differing opinions about such heavy topics and real-world topics that we're dealing with.
Whose schools will be required to provide significantly greater compensation for their athletes than current association rules allow.
You learn to talk about them in a way that's not overbearing or controversial or offensive. You learn how to talk about it in a more open light. And I also think that's just super helpful for going into the real world, learning about all these things that are happening in our everyday lives.
It makes me feel really empowered because a lot of the times people are afraid to speak up, so I think that speech and debate has really allowed people to have an outlet to do so freely and expressively.
It lowers the stress with being in a large group, which people with social anxiety can have.
Learning how to interact with different people that are very different from you is important because you have to do it forever. And so joining extracurriculars kind of helps you open yourself to different groups of people you maybe typically wouldn't have known if you didn't do that thing, because so many different kinds of people join different things. And so it's super like diverse and a fun way to just get involved with everybody and get to know more people.
The biggest thing is school and extracurriculars are connected hand in hand.
I'm just saying to think about it, just be ready for that argument.
When students are engaged in extracurricular, they're more engaged in school, they're having more enjoyment to come to school, and they're more excited just about what every day brings.